Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Addison Unleashed. Woo-woo. I had a weekend of, what is up with my pants? Okay, sorry. Squirrel. I had a weekend of just a lot of personal work, a lot of personal work. And that was the intention kind of going into the weekend. Doing a lot of energy cleansing, doing a lot of just really getting more embodied and clearing and cleansing, and I definitely did a lot of that. And so I'm actually feeling a little kind of wonky today, not in a bad, I'm in a good mood, but I'm definitely still integrating everything that I kind of went through. So I do feel like a little squirrely. I do feel like super squirrely. So be prepared, because you guys get me twice today, not only just on here on my Addison Unleashed, but also today at 12 o'clock with the beautiful and amazing Kendall Williams, who looked turned on and excited this morning when she did her conscious coffee. So it is going to be an interesting free spirit talk today. So if you are not one of, if you don't like that page, go ahead and, not right now, after this live, go over and like free spirit talks. But that is not my topic. My topic is not free spirit talks. You'll get to see that in a little while. But yeah, so I am feeling like a little squirrely and still really trying to integrate everything that I did, because I did multiple levels of kind of healing work and growth work. I did some journaling. I did some mentoring. I did some true body cleansing stuff. I did some energy work, lots and lots of stuff. So definitely kind of reintegrating. But then yesterday I really stayed off of all social media. Really, I checked in, or I didn't check in, but I touched into Facebook, I think at 8 or 9 o'clock, just to see if anything massive ahead that it needed attention, because sometimes my clients and stuff will message me over there. And then, but I think I spent a half an hour on email and social media, just kind of touching base. But one of the things I did see while I was doing that was one of my, somebody I really look up to as kind of a mentor figure, had written an article, and it really kind of spoke to me, and it got me thinking. And all the way till this morning when I was this kind of title came in of Newsflash, Youre Replaceable, because she was talking a little bit about something very, very similar. And it got me really just kind of thinking how, because this weekend, one of the questions I was asked when I was doing my work was, how do you bring beauty to the world? How do you bring beauty to the world? And funnily enough, I used to really struggle with that concept. I used to be I would have an issue truly leaning into where do I bring beauty to the world? It was very much this reversed ego state of oh, I can't say that. I can't own that I bring massive beauty to the world by the work I do, but by not just by the work I do, which I think we lean on that a lot, but really who we are and what we're doing each and every day with everybody in our lives. But one of these, the question was, how do you bring beauty to the world? And I found it an amazing question, and I actually had lots of responses, and I picked the response that was my first thought, best thought kind of response, of where that felt very aligned. But I also, with my mentor's article, I started thinking of the fact is, yes, you bring beauty to the world, but we're all replaceable too. And what do I mean by this? I think the fact is we can also go into our ego of thinking, oh, I'm so amazing. This other person, and this tends to really show up in either relationships, which actually everything in our life is a relationship. So, really our entire world, but it is very, very prevalent and in our face in like our romantic, our friendships, those kind of things. And then specifically at work as well. So we see this in our family relationships, our work relationships, in our relationships with our friends, romantic partners, lovers, whatever you want to label them, family members, all all those people. We see this we see this kind of phrasing and thought process come through. And then the other one is in our jobs. I can't tell you how many times I will hear somebody come to me and go like, oh, well, like, I can go and do that because like they won't replace me. They won't replace me. Like, I'm so amazing. Like, they won't replace me. And I always think to myself, that's BS, because guess what? We're all replaceable. We're all replaceable when it comes to our relationships and our work, especially. Like, we are replaceable. And that sounds really harsh. But what I say when I mean we're all replaceable is that no one person or system cannot survive without you. However, like when we get to work and stuff, there is this complication of different elements, but at the end of the day, the world goes on without you. The world goes on without you. People will expand without you. No one person is dependent on you. And if they are, that is their own stuff. And I'm trying not to cuss today. So I can try to use this as a promo. But everybody can survive without you. No one person is fully dependent on you, unless we're talking about like an infant. And then somebody else could kind of come along and take that infant off your hands and raise it, and it would still be okay. And that is a very, very extreme example. I told you I was a little squirrely and out of it today. But I see this a lot in romantic relationships of like, well, they won't leave me because, like they can't do it without me. They need me. They need my assistance. They need me to help them in that way. They can't make it without me. And that's crazy. That is crazy making. Everybody has what it takes within them to make it. Now, at the same time, we're not replaceable. We're not replaceable. And it is this beauty that we bring to the world that isn't replaceable. I used to have a really big issue with this like phrasing of like, you're replaceable. Because at some level, like, yes, you are always replaceable when unfortunately, when we leave this world in these physical human bodies, people go on. They go on. We hope and we trust that we have left imprints in the world that people can move forward and remember us. However, the world still turns without us. But we have this beautiful essence. We have this beautiful essence that we do each provide, and that isn't replaceable. Who Addison is, no one else can provide the gifts in the way I provide them than me. And the same goes for you. Yes, can somebody else love that other person? Yes, they can. Are they going to do it in exactly the same way you do it? No, they're not. No, they're not. Now, it is this like ego game, and it really is our egos kind of looking at like, no, I'm not replaceable. I am beautiful and I'm unique and I add so much to the world that no one else can do in this certain way. So it is recognizing self and kind of giving self like a pat on the back to be like, I could be like, no one holds space for the people in my life like I do. Nobody else can do that in that same way. No one else loves like I love. I love in a very unique way, and that is unique to me. I have a very beautiful childlike innocence in several areas of my life, not my entire life, but in several areas of my life that nobody else could do. And mixing this together makes me and makes my beautiful spirit. And the same goes for each of you. And so it is recognizing that. So I want you all to truly give yourself the pat on the back and notice the places that you truly are beautiful and unique, and no one else can do it like you do it. I used to watch this crazy dance show. I was a dance teacher for years and years, and I danced my whole life, and I was in it. That was my world. Dance was my world for a very, very long time. And so I truly love it. I used to watch this crazy dance show, and the teacher in the show would yell, like, everyone's replaceable. And I'd be like, yes and no, because I can give the same steps to, let's say I'm in a dance class, like teaching a class, I can give the same steps to everybody, and everyone's going to do the dance a little bit differently. They're going to show up differently. It's not going to be the same dance, no matter if I'm giving the exact same steps or not. It's going to be beautiful and unique to that particular person. That being said, somebody else can do that same dance. Somebody else will be able to do that same dance. So if you're not truly putting your heart and your passion in it and acknowledging it, and right now we really are talking a lot about, like, I feel like this undercurrent of like talking about relationship, and that, like, yes, somebody else can do all the things you're doing. Are they going to do it in the exact same way? No. But the key is, are you doing it in a good way? Are you truly putting your heart out there? Are you putting yourself in it? Because if you're not putting yourself in it, I promise you somebody else, that other person is going to be able to replace you and put somebody else in that place that's doing it better. If you're not truly present and standing up in it and owning yourself, but also owning that this other person is beautiful and unique and can do it for themselves as well, then you are really harming both. You're really harming yourself and this other person, and FYI, your job too. Because I watch people every day, like, even like as an entrepreneur and a coach, watching people like not showing up, not doing their work, and their clients, guess what? Their clients just go to somebody else. Because we are all out there working our butts off. And if you think that you're in a job and like you're safe and nobody else can do it, that's bull. Everybody is replaceable in this life. And so own your true gifts and do it 100% and make it so that people don't want to replace you. You are shining such a beautiful vibration and a light that nobody wants to replace you, because you are that amazing. You are that amazing, and not in a egoic, like, I am so amazing kind of place, like, not in like a fake peacock, because actually the peacock is very beautiful and unique. And it gets a really bad kind of reputation for being like a show-off energy, but that's actually not the true nature of the peacock. But not in that, like, that I'm going to show everybody how amazing I am way, but be so aligned and so on purpose and so present and so much coming from a state of love within self, which it takes you truly tuning into self first. Be in that state to where people are like, this person, I don't want to replace them. Look at this beauty. Look at all of this like yummy juiciness, and look at how they allow me to be me. That is when people don't want to replace you. That is when people are like, no, this energy, I want to keep this beautiful energy. How we are not replaceable is to have an energy that is just not replaceable. People can do the jobs you do, but no one is going to be you and put it all together like you do it. So my newsflash today is, yes, you are replaceable. Sorry, you are. I'm replaceable. You're replaceable. But in a way, we're also not. We are all beautiful humans with this unique energy. And the more we own this gorgeous energy and ground the energy in not being, not in like ego of like, I am so fantastic, nobody can touch me kind of energy, but more of like a no, I'm grounded and I can recognize how amazing I really am, kind of place, coming from that place, then we're not replaceable. We all do have this beautiful beauty within us that nobody else can have, mixed kind of together. Hence why we came here on this earth, to provide our unique, beautiful energies. But again, I am going to be on Free Spirit Talks later on today at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. So catch it, because I'm sure it will be entertaining at the very least. But also, I am doing Cultivating the Vibe. It starts tonight. Do not miss it. Cultivating the Vibe starts tonight. Don't miss it. If you want in, there is still time. There is still time. Go to either my coaching page, my website, addisonbell.net, and you can find Cultivating the Vibe. It's going to be high vibe. We're going to work on our inner vibe. We're going to work on creating a tribe vibe and creating this like beautiful flow that feels like an all-inclusive kind of vibration, that we're not waiting for vacation to live. We're living right now, and we're sending that vibe out to every day and every person in our lives. So check that out. Other than that, I will keep the rest of the announcements for another video. But I hope that you all have an amazing start to your day, to your week. Go out there, share your beauty, share your vibration, and remember that nobody else is fully dependent on you. Nobody else is fully dependent on you. You are replaceable. And so own the areas of self that are unique and send that beauty out into the world, because that right there, that beauty, that light, that's not replaceable. So sending you all love, light, and tons of blessings for the rest of the week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody.